for the blackest of ops when nature calls. Because modern warfare needs a modern cat litter. Because there's no time to answer the call. Duty scoops. Leave no kitty behind. Coming soon to HGTV, the reality show that's faster than a speeding bullet. Will America's sweethearts Lois Lane and Clark Kent meet their deadline and flip their house in time? We'll find out in Flip This Dump, Fortress of Solitude Edition, coming to HGTV. Are you a hippo with a substance abuse problem? Well, the Betty Ford Clinic will help you break that habit. There's no cleaning toilets here. You'll enjoy our Olympic-sized pools while you get clean all over. The Betty Ford Clinic with our new location at the Bronx Zoo. Because it's a jungle out there, and you shouldn't be stoned to have to enjoy it. Monarch Radio now has a list of cancellations, delays, and closures. The U.S. State Department has declared Antarctica a no-go zone due to the recent Godzilla attacks. Tourists are advised to refrain from traveling to the continent. The penguin enclosure is now closed at the Antarctic Zoo, as is the elephant seal petting zoo. Friedtorf Nansen Junior High is closed for today, as are grades K through 4 and PS 158. Research Station Hawley, Concordia, and Outpost 31 are completely destroyed and closed for the day. So all you scientists out there, enjoy your day off. Tonight's hockey game between Science Station Maldonado and Science Station Palmer has been postponed due to a giant footprint-sized hole in the arena. And finally, traffic is backed up on the ice shelf. Expect a 1-hour delay. If you're trying to get to work, plan accordingly. We'll have more updates every hour on the hour. For the latest news and traffic, keep it right here at Monarch Radio.
Monarch Radio, where are you going, Morbid Fury? Where are you a nuisance? You're not a nuisance. Hello. Is my mic on? I have no idea, even if my mic is on, but that's where we're at today with the things and the stuffs and the So, Rob is going to be going through the I Am Not Starfire, I don't fucking care. The I Am Not whatever the hell her name is. You know, the little bratty teenager who's like, Mom, I hate you because I suck and me. Yeah, that one. You can hear me, yay! Good. I did the right button. It's a day. I have many articles to cover. This is one of them. Did you know this one? Did you see that one? Huh. Anyone else getting stream jitter? Are you getting a jitter? It looks fine on my playback. It's looking fine on my playback here. But I don't know. I couldn't tell you. That's at least what I'm seeing on my laptop, so. What is going on? A lot of stuff. Oh, and we gotta talk about this Vice article. Didn't a hottie McSkater Boy work for Vice at one point? Was that them? Isn't that the thing? What's his name? You know, the cute guy with the thing. Anywho. Is playing fine. Okay, good. It looks fine on my end. So I've got my playback here. I brought in my laptop. I've got so many cords. I've got my second mic here. I could even probably stream from Twitch if I used this. So I could probably do a dual stream. It would look awful, though. Oh, it would look awful. Because I could just do it properly, but I like loopholes and shit. I really like loopholes and, playing, the game, right? The game. Anywho. Cute oof. What oof? What am I doing wrong? Lulu, 21. How's it going? Hello, Lulu. Rob is jealous. Who are you gonna call? He-Man and Ghostbusters. I'm still trying to get Castle Grayskull. I can't find it anymore. I might have to order it on Amazon. Oh, what if I have to order? Rob, order me Castle Grayskull. Rob, order me Castle Grayskull and you won't be replaced by a much more famous person on the internet. I don't know. Just kidding. Hello, Dark Nook. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Holy crap. I got a little fangirly because Lydia liked one of my tweets. So I'm like, because, she sits in the room with him. No, I'm just kidding. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. So I'm late because I had to flat iron my hair because it's been like super humid and it rained yesterday and I didn't wash it today because all my dye will come out if I wash it every day. So don't wash it. Eric Schultz, I was just watching Beanie Man. See, I've been watching more of the politicsy ball channels and getting very angry at that because I'm too old for entertainment, I think. And Mountain Dew Zero is the thing, is the way to, like, if you don't like Mountain Dew Zero, I don't know. I also found they finally had Cherry Coke Zero and Cherry Vanilla Zero. Like actual Coca-Cola. So I got those, and I know I'm supposed to boycott because I'm white, but I have never, like, I rarely see Cherry Coke in the Zero, so I need bottles from when I'm going. So as you guys know, probably know, I've been cat sitting my old roommate's cats while he's injured. He went on vacation, got injured, so he's long story short, I know. Anywho, so I'm walking over, because we're pretty close by anyway, to babysit the kitties, and they're fucking adorable. Oh my god. So the one cat, I went a little spoilery with these guys yesterday. I bought like a whole bunch of toys and some cat foods and stuff. So the one cat I got, like the chicken strip thing. So they have like a fancy feast. It's basically like a little teeny cut of a chicken breast, sort of. Yeah, and it smells like cat food, though. It smells like canned chicken. It's pretty much what it is in a little vacuum pouch. So I got him that one, and he ate that for dinner last night. And the other cat, she was playing with all these little toys I got there. And there's like a little cheese wedge in this toy pack. It's a toy pack that has like little bollies, like jingle bollies, and it's got like a little taco. It's got a little avocado. They like that. And a couple little squishy things and a couple little crinkle ones. So they usually like those. And then the one toy she's just so in love with is like a little triangle cheese wedge. She's just going nuts over it. I gotta show you. It's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. It is so adorable. So she absolutely loves that. Let me find the picture. And that's all she does is just play with that one. I don't know. It's weird. They're weird. They're just weird. Also, that's what happens when they photobomb each other, apparently. It's like, yes, I was taking a picture of her playing, and the brother comes in and is like, hi, I'm here too. I'm here too. So that's all. Just last night, just play. Oh, I got another cute one. I got another cool one. Oh, yeah. I've been taking pictures of, like, the moon and Mars. This is Mars. I think that's Mars. From, like, going out at night. What else? Did they drop the top? They did. Look what this weirdo does. He's like, lick. So cute. Have I watched Salty Cracker Twos? I have been a little. I guess he did a video on me when I was getting death threats for Brie Larson videos. So thank you. I appreciate that. There's a few people in my community that didn't. A few of them did. So thank you for everybody who did. There's a few people who probably should have. There's something else I was looking for. Oh, there was a cute squirrel picture. Where was the squirrel? I saw some raccoons the other night. Where's the other squirrel picture where he's around the corner? Where he's like, I don't remember. I don't know. Anywho. Oh, yeah. Here you go. This was a good one the other night with the moon and the, but that's just, I have no idea who those people are, but that's just like a moon pic with all the stars and everything. That was cool. I like that one. Anywho, now what am I talking about? We gotta talk about He-Man. Which should we go with first? Oh, my nose is itchy now. Poison sugar substitute for diabetes or diabetes. Poison sugar substitute or diabetes. Tough choice. Well, aspartame, I mean, I had more withdrawals coming off of Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew, than I ever did coming off of Vicodin, and I took that for a long freaking time. She-Man, can you show them on camera? They're not here now. I'll do a cat stream again before I'm done cat sitting. So get the I Am Not Wokemon out of the way first. Which one's the I Am Not Wokemon? Oh, and yeah, Rob's gonna go live in 2 hours. So definitely check that one out. Alright. My nose is super itchy. Mountain Dew is a lot of caffeine. The Evil Lynn Show in season 2. I did a video on that. Did Kevin Smith, like, realize that he's just writing for Harley? That's what it feels like to me. He's just writing a Harley Quinn show at this point. That's what it feels like. You're on the path, you got the crazy cat lady of the town with 100 cats. They're not mine anymore. They're my old roommates. So, that's why I'm the one taking care of them, because they know me, so... but yeah, they're not. They're just in the other. I just like, oh, they're so cute. I do like animals. I just can't keep them because I like to have freedom. I like to have freedom. I'm allergic to everything. I did take my allergy stuff today, so hopefully that helps. Hopefully. Evelyn was kinder and more empathetic than Tila. Here's the thing with a lot of the stuff. Like, people are just so mad at Tila because I guess they didn't hear everything that led up to it. That, I guess that's maybe, did I get a different copy than everybody else? Because I heard the king threaten to execute Duncan, throw him out, say, get this disgraced man. I put it in my clip. I put it in a clip. So I don't know. That's I like the Orange Pop Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, Root Beer, mostly Greg Kirby. Tia had orange hair in the 80s. She did. She was more of a classic redhead when they would draw them with like orange hair, like clown hair. Hello, Anubis. Oh man. So, which first is first? This is what happens when I don't have enough caffeine. First things first. Which article, Disney or fan blaming? Allergy medicine won't help against Kevin Smith's She-Man and the Miss. I mean, oh Lord, here we go again. I'm gonna clip it. I'll clip it. Is this a cord? I can't talk. Oh my god, I can't talk. What do you mean? Why are people mad at it? This is one of the. This is a. I can't talk. I can't talk today. Why can't I not talk today? Why are words not working? I need somebody pissed me off or something before so I can like speak clearly. When I'm in a decent mood, I just stumble and blather like a moron. And why am I in a decent mood today? I have no idea. Sonny Iverson has take 3. We're on take 17,000. Why? Why? Oh, shall I explain? I think so. Why are fans mad at Kevin Smith over He-Man? Really? You made me summon 1999 with a really, or is it 2007? I don't even know anymore. You made me summon 2007's catchphrase, really? For a really? Are you really that... Vice, didn't Hottie McSkater Boy work for them once? What is fan blaming and why are He-Man fans mad at Kevin Smith? I mean, it's right there in the title. Blaming the fans for not liking the product instead of just saying, alright, sorry, we missed the mark, we misjudged, we went by what the network says, what Ted Biaselli said. No, alright. I think that's part of it. I think part of it is claiming the show's literally all about He-Man and then having him, die in it. And I guess as somebody who is a little bit of a fan of Kevin Smith's work, I'm not the hugest Kevin Smith fan. I did like Clerks and the Clerks animated, uncensored. I liked that one a lot, actually. Why wouldn't they be mad? Like, you know that fans have this ownership, especially of long time properties, right? But as a fan of his work in particular, when he says that, yes, it's literally all about He-Man, it's because He-Man is on everybody's mind and is the driving force of the story. It is much like how, and I've made this comparison countless times, that Caitlin Bree is the main character of Clerks because she's the driving focal point, even though Dante has like all the lines and is on camera most of the time. Caitlin Bree is really the main character of Clerks. So if you kind of look at it like that, yes. He didn't say it like that, though. He didn't say every single shot they're either talking about doing something because of, or no. And I think that might just be a little, I don't want to be upset with the people who see him tweet it's literally all about He-Man and think it's going to be literally all about He-Man. I mean, it's right there and it's still there. He didn't delete the tweet or anything. When you're telling me it's literally all about He-Man, you have a different expectation, all right? You do have a different expectation. That might be part of it. You know, the combative back and forth crap, the wokier than thou marketing, articles like the one yesterday I covered. Oh, watch that video. The one where they're saying that Sarah Michelle Gellar, they're trying to bring her into this. And I don't know what her reaction is to the people who might hate her character. But, you know, oh yeah, who am I? I'm Mecca. I'm your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, and I've been way too late into the video to do this, to say that. 3 takes in, we can't even speak today. It's one of those days. Amid accusations of making the show too woke, Kevin Smith has fired back at fans in his interviews. That's probably a bad idea. You know what would be the best way to say it? And he did give little explanations, and he did apologize for leaning into this fake, narrative that he was a huge He-Man fan, and he did apologize for being super misleading, right? He did do all that. Ish. And I think that's the problem, though. Every little thing is an ish. Every little thing is a yes, but. There's always a but in there, and it's always huge. Just like me. Anywho, I can say it because it's me, right? If you search Kevin Smith's name on YouTube, you will see a surge of videos last week with the sensational thumbnail showing Kevin Smith's face crying and overlaid with capital letters saying exposed, defeated, or he's experiencing a meltdown. Because that's how you click them. See, I've been a little less clickbaity on mine because I think I've been taking a little less extreme approach in how I'm interpreting and how I'm watching this show. Smith's new He-Man animated series hasn't had a graceful landing on Netflix when it was released on July 23rd, amid accusations of Smith making the show too woke and abandoning the spirit of the original cartoon. I think it's 100% in the original spirit of the cartoon. In my opinion, even though Teela's way more moody in her voice than the original Teela, Smith has fired back at the fans in interviews. In turn, some fans have called this fan blaming, an emergent fandom term that signals how much ownership you think the fans should have over things they're a fan of. When they make it for the fans, this is one of the issues I see all the time. When they make something for the fans of these longtime properties where the creatives are no longer involved and is passed on to somebody else, like in the case of Ted Biaselli at the network or Netflix in general, right? And you're going with Kevin Smith conceding to the wisdom of the person who's claiming that they're the biggest He-Man fan on the planet, right? And he might very well be. He might have every action figure, know every script and every lore by heart. And his interpretation of it is going to be very, very different than somebody else who also knows every single script by heart and has every toy and action figure and has seen every episode countless times. They're going to have 2 different identifiers. They're going to have 2 different things that connect to that story. And this is the problem when we bring in all these old properties that none of these people are really even realizing Kevin Smith should have, because he said flat out in his interview with, was it Variety the other week, that if he was going to have that kind of weight on his shoulders, it better be the best He-Man he could make. It better be something that's going to be true to the fans. And he probably feels backstabbed, that he probably genuinely feels he gave you guys something that you'd want. I don't know how he would think that everybody would want a Teela show, but, I'm sure he genuinely thinks that because that's what the network said we wanted. Because the network said that. And when you're in that little Hollywood bubble and you're listening to what somebody says, you're listening, especially if you're not a fan of something, you're not going to have the right direction and wisdom and guidance to really, and this is the same thing in Star Trek. They genuinely think they're giving us something good, and they're not. Sunny Iverson, not in my opinion. Compared to, say, Supergirl, it's not woke by a milestone. Which one? Okay, Greg Kirby. Greg Kirby. He told us to grow the fuck up, too. He did. He did. He did. I don't want to have to defend him. I'm just trying to kind of see it a little deeper than just be mad at Kevin Smith. Because I kind of think that's a little immature to still be doing at this point on my YouTube channel. I've spent 2 years just going at every little thing because I'm bad. I'm hurt. And with something like this, I can kind of take myself out of it and try at least be a little more reasonable. And if people are going to be upset and think I'm defending Kevin Smith, I'm sorry. I really don't want it to come off like that, but you know. If you search his name, we already read that. Smith's new He-Man animated series. We saw this already. That Smith is at the center of the latest controversy is convenient because he's not a director who wandered into the world of fandom as an outsider, who simply adopted a beloved franchise. Fans and fandoms have always been central to his work. His debut feature, Clerks, put him at the map not only as a leading director in the new wave of 90s indie movies, but for the then groundbreaking decision to allow characters to discuss pop culture. Like the conversation about the politics of blowing up the Death Star, like real fans. This is exactly why he should have kind of known. I mean, I think a lot of people aren't really getting that with a lot of these old properties, though. This is kind of a fairly newer concept of every fan is going to interpret something differently, and all we can see right now is and anger with every side. We see it from Hollywood, especially because you get people like Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones saying, hey, we worked really hard on this. Why are you shitting all over our thing? And I hate defending Hollywood because they get paid millions and millions of dollars to get their work shit on, right? That's the difference here between like us and them. But at the same time, you know, we do have some sort of investment and ownership when we're spending our lives, our money, our free time, our energy, our brain space, our psychic energy on these properties. Yeah, we have an entitlement to tell you our opinions, whether we like them, hate them, whatever. So these studios, especially when they're coming in as a corporation, they really, really need to understand that, you know, you're exploiting us as much as we're exploiting you guys, okay? They're exploiting us for marketing. They're exploiting us, especially the YouTube channels. They do a lot of this stuff, so we will talk about this. His later films would emphasize his fandom for comic books, yada yada, so this is all of his things. Smith says, the new He-Man show, Masters of the Universe, is for older fans who grew up with the original. The first 5 episodes are on Netflix. The second half doesn't have a release date, but he's tweeted about working on them. I've done videos on that. Motu Revelation was not unanimously received as a slam dunk. Some fans took issue with what they felt was an insufficient amount of the titular He-Man in the show. But semantics, the name of the show is Masters of the Universe. There's a toy line of a million different characters, but I can see wanting He-Man in your show because He-Man is the main character. He's on all the pegs in the stores. He's the only figure you can still find because he's the one that they put in every single wave. They put multiple copies of because he's the star of the show. So that's why we had the expectation, and they can call it Motu all they want. You still have that expectation. You really fucking think Mattel Television, who hired me and paid me money, wants to do a fucking Masters of the Universe show without He-Man? Grow the fuck up, man. This is what we were talking about in chat here, where he says everybody need to grow the fuck up. I'm trying to myself personally on a lot of this because I am really, really triggered by a lot of the marketing, a lot of the media, a lot of the misinterpretations, and a lot of the reading out there. I'm a little triggered by it myself. Some of the ways that Smith, especially from the fucking media, especially from people like Vice here, some of the ways that Smith has defended himself rubs certain fans the wrong way, and they're using an emergent piece of internet technology to describe it as fan blaming. It's a term to exist somewhere half between gaslighting and victim blaming. But that's what they're doing, though. The idea of the creators who make unpopular creative decisions in the legacy nerd media will blame the fans for the negative reaction, rather than taking the blame for their own presumably bad creative choices. Is it reasonable that some He-Man fans would be upset? Of course! Yeah, that it doesn't have a lot of He-Man, of course. To those fans saying that some fans have an unrealistic, wow, I can't read. Of course, to those fans saying that some fans have unrealistic expectations about the media they love is denying them their God-given right to dictate how that media is made. And also to complain when it misses the mark. Although the kinds of people who use the term fan blaming retroactively apply it to many fandoms that have feuded with creators. The Star Wars fandom ongoing reaction to Ryan... Well, he's not a creative. He's a hired help. He's like a McDonald's manager that they hired to come in now that, the actual creators of the franchise are long gone. You don't have the McDonald family there, or even Roy Kroc. You don't even have that, right? There's a huge difference. And every time they do this, the product goes downhill. Every time it leaves the family. Every time it leaves the person who made it. And this is why I'm putting some faith in Ghostbusters, by the way, because it's still in the family. Last Jedi is probably when the idea began to solidify. Johnson's movie did not deliver what fans expected. Well, when, we're promised all Luke Skywalker, and he just throws the lightsaber over his shoulder and says, fuck off to all of it. Basically, you told us all to fuck off. That's what you did. You said, hey, do you like Star Wars? Well, fuck you for liking Star Wars. You guys suck, and here's what I think of your Star Wars. Fling, and that's basically the message we got. We're less dumb, I think, than people in Hollywood want to think we are. You're going to interpret that. That's why I keep saying every fan is going to interpret and connect with every little movie differently. I hated The Last Jedi, but I have a porg on my microphone because they're fucking adorable. Some of them were and continue to be very upset by that. Some of us launched careers on it. Hey, Kevin Smith, I bet some of us are going to relaunch our careers on your bad decisions too. Even though I personally enjoyed it for ridiculous reasons because it sucked in all the right ways. Probably too much ink has been spilled about that movie and the negative reaction to it, but Johnson's refusal to disavow any parts of the film, to apologize to the fans, or even consider them as part of the creative process at all, seems to bother them. When critics dislike the next movie and reviews pointed out that it seemed to, point by point, dismantle Johnson's work, Star Wars fans took umbrage at being blamed for subpar Space Wizard movie, or a subpar Space Wizard movie. Smith has been accused of fan blaming recently because he has not been shy about talking about the negative reaction to the Masters of the Universe Revelation show. He has also responded to specific fans and their specific complaints, which began a year before the show was even airing. Yeah. So this is where Screen Rant is talking about, with all due respect to Screen Rant and every Masters of the Universe script, while Teela's presence is always, it's literally all about He-Man, but it's really not. She's the main character. And we've gone over that tweet, and no, it's really not all about He-Man. It is literally about Teela. She's the main character, and that's exactly the press screener or convention or whatever, that they got the breakdown for. That's what the show's about. That's the synopsis. And that's been floating around from Cloudfish. They found that. Fans have taken issue with the aspects of the show's marketing, which they felt didn't represent the actual show. That is true as well. The trailers in particular show a lot of He-Man, and they say there's just not as much He-Man in the show. At least they're giving us the valid criticism. Like, they got to give us a clickbait title, but they are giving us, here's your valid criticism. Okay. He's been resolute in saying that people who are upset about the twists and turns in this show simply don't understand how stories are told. Only half the season is currently out, and Smith hopes that fans will give it time. Some fans, on the other hand, think they were advertised a show about He-Man and were delivered a woke show about female characters. I mean, it is overly female-driven for a show that should be about He-Man. Yeah. But again, it is all about He-Man. That's all they talk about, is they just go on and on and on about He-Man. It's semantics, and I hate having to defend semantics. I really do. But because of the ongoing nitpicking over the sequels to the legacy nerd media, like the new Voltron or She-Ra shows, which have notably more diverse casts than the originals, fans began speculating that Smith's Masters of the Universe will follow suit. The speculation that He-Man would be sidelined, and the new show began months prior to the premiere. I did videos on that. Motherboard reached out to Kevin Smith about fan blaming in the response to Masters of the Universe, and he did not immediately respond. Before creators like Kevin Smith were accessible on Twitter, the separation between creator and fandom was something that only dissolved at fan conventions, where if you were wow, I can read. Before creators like Kevin Smith were accessible on Twitter, the separation between creator and fandom was something that only disavowed. I can't talk. Not dissolved. Fuck, I can't see it. It's because it's tiny on my screen. Before creators like Kevin Smith were accessible on Twitter, the separation between creator and fandom was something that only dissolved at fan conventions, where if you were lucky, you'd get to ask something at a Q&A Comic-Con panel. Those could be annoying as well, of course, and Smith famously satirized this in a Chasing Amy scene, complaining about bad comics and tone-deaf adaptations. Could be as toxic as you wanted, but there was a near 0% chance the creator would see it. It's true. I mean, it's true. We do have a lot more access to these people now. And one bad reaction or interaction can sour the entire thing. One bad tweet, one misrepresentative tweet can tank your entire show. And I think people probably knew going in that they were going in to hate it, because we've all been primed and prepped for months and months and months, knowing this is going to be a bait and switch, knowing it's going to be a Tila show. So the fact that they weren't just honest with it outright and say, yeah, we're going to reimagine it for and it would have been over and done with. But we're still talking about it because of the back and forth, because of the response, because last year we got this, oh, it's literally all about Tila, and people like me, no, last year we got responses, it's literally all about He-Man, and then people like me got responses from other people on the show saying, yes, it's all about Tila. So, do we care? Netflix exec Ted Biaselli's like, yeah, I yearn to watch the show. Can I? This is where that Snake Eyes. Oh, we talked a little bit about Snake Eyes. Kevin Smith's career is a timeline of dismantling of the fandom practice. He was always vocal about being a fan, and some of the more interesting parts of Chasing Amy are Smith's imagining of what it'd be like to work professionally in comics. Later in his career, when he became the creator of the kind of pop culture he was a fan of, he also imagined, humorously, what it would be like to go door to door and kick the ass of anyone who posted negatively about you on a message board. So he should know this. He should know better. Oh, and now I'm reminded of the Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back scene. In the Variety interview about Motu, he said that he still feels like he approaches his work as a fan first, thinking of what the fans want above all else. Netflix exec. This is who we should really be talking about. This executive, Ted Biaselli's like, I yearn to watch the show I thought I was watching in childhood. That's what I'm looking for here, for the same show, but people can die. Can you do that? And I was like, that's the only thing I can do, Kevin Smith said. This is who wanted to kill He-Man, right? This is who decided we're gonna get Kevin. Like, you guys are mad at you're mad at the gun and not the guy pulling the trigger. Basically, that's what it feels like to me. It's like a lot of us are mad at Kevin Smith, but we should be really focusing our and not pulling nothing literal like that, nothing like that. This is who we should be focusing our anger on, is the network. Because that's who wanted to kill, and that's who I've been saying all this time. Honestly, if it had been anything else outside of that, we want you to reinvent this for the modern age. That would have scared me off, because I'm not that inventive, and also because I know what a fan base reacts like. We talked about that a little bit. You think I'm going to be the fall guy for that? If I'm involved in a thing, it's going to be true to what it is. It's going to be true to the franchise. And he's following what the network says is true to the franchise. As a non-fan, we know he's not a fan. Fans getting mad about cartoons for a variety of reasons. Like complaining that She-Ra isn't hot enough. Hey, She-Ra isn't hot enough. I bought She-Ra toys as a kid. I am the demographic. She-Ra was literally for me. Literally for me. I've got pictures on my Twitter and everything of little me with She-Ra figures. So that was my age group. She wasn't hot enough. You want somebody you can aspire to become. When you're a little girl, you're like, I want to wear that when I grow up. I want to be that when I grow up. Fans pushing back against racism and sexism have in recent years changed the landscape of television. Well, fans, these are the people who want to bring everything back to the stereotype days, though. That's the problem. Every time they bring in diversity, it lowers it, it reduces it to a damn stereotype. Well, the creators of the reboot of Gossip Girl even said that their new show would not feature the characters slut-shaming their peers in response to the original Gossip Girls. I don't care about Gossip Girl. The next victim blaming was popularized by a 1976 book. Oh, the term victim blaming. The term victim blaming was popularized. So, is Vice on our side? Fans may be being blamed, but they're not victims of anything. Actually, we are. We are. Sure, we didn't have to see it, but there's a lot of people who spent money on this show. There's a lot of people who are investing in Netflix or Mattel, for example, for stock, who are invested in this, all right? And when you do a bait and switch like that, you're actually hurting. This is what they don't understand. This is what these little social justice-minded little journalists don't understand about the world. You do have investors, though, that are backing these things, being promised a He-Man show for this generation of people who grew up with He-Man, who want to see our action figures kill each other off. That's what they were promised, and whether or not we got that, sure, whatever. It did piss off a lot of the fan base. A lot of people are canceling their Netflix. This show did drop out of the top 10 pretty damn quickly after, 2 weeks? So it does hurt people. It does, and it's going to affect people next time around. It's going to affect that production company who will probably have to take a budget cut on the next season, and it's going to hurt that creative process, and it's going to tank its own show. So no, you do have to kind of give everybody what they want. And in this day and age, where you have a certain specific fan uprising, a movement of people who say, hey, we want more male heroes. We want more male heroes and role models because we're tired of being talked down to. We're tired of being called man babies and fanboys. And we're tired of being condescended to. We want a strong male hero that can come in and save the day that we can look up to. And we know why you're doing it. We get that part. But fucking stop it already. You don't get to blame us because you're only going to make people revolt. You're only going to make people unite against all this bullshit. You're only going to cause exactly the thing that you don't want to happen, right? Or maybe they do. I don't know. And we're all going to say enough is enough. And we're going to stop buying your shit. We're going to stop supporting your crap. And we're going to look at what's happening with the movies. We don't want to go back to the movies just to be told how we're all a bunch of ists and phobes. Look at sports. Nobody wants to fucking cheer on the Olympic athletes because they're being told they're all, oh, well, we don't want to even support our country. So why are we supporting you? Why would we support you if you hate us? Why would we support anything that we're hated by? For crying out loud, get that through your heads. It's so annoying. But anyway, I did enjoy this stupid show because it was stupid and fun and all the wrong reasons, but don't be mad at me for it. I'm going back to my live chat. Don't you guys go anywhere. And that's me trying to be reasonable and fair. So hopefully that's a good... I don't know what the other channels are saying, because frankly, I just don't want to hear Ree all the damn time. I really, really don't. Also, anything you say will pop up in the super chats. Usually. And, I am not a commie. I am not a commie. I do appreciate the cash flows and the things and the stuffs. Where is it? Where is it?
We'd like some money.
Yeah, money.
Money is cool.
I want to buy Castle Grayskull, too. I'm an idiot. I suck, I know. If you want a He-Man game, Soul Calibur 6. I made 50 He-Man characters. Oh, that's cool. I think I have Soul Calibur 6 on PlayStation, but I've never hooked up my PlayStation. You enjoy a female cartoon, makes sense. I know. Well, I liked it because, well, did you see what I saw, though? I'll show you what I saw. And hopefully this will make sense. This is how I saw it.
Feelings in castles.
Because I've had enough.
Feelings on boats.
You were always going on and on about He-Man.
You used to go on and on about Skeletor.
Feelings in hell.
I died!
Yeah, and the rest of us had to live with it.
Like sands through the hourglass. These are the days of Eternia.
So that's what I saw. That's what I saw when I watched it. Speaking of woke bullshit, Rob's gonna be streaming I Am Not Starfire with Jake, an actual stage comedian. So you got real comedians riffing it instead of ring fanny fanboys. Where is it? Here it is. Here it is. He's going live in 78 minutes. Oh, they're gonna be riffing it. I don't know if I'll be on. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much and how long. I gotta edit that down. So he's gonna be live. We gotta talk about Disney. Oh, we gotta talk about Disney. And I don't want to talk about Disney. Alright, let me find it. I got the Origins Castle Grayskull 2 weeks ago. The middle of my Florida. I need it! They don't have it in my like they said, oh yeah, we're getting it next week. So I'm keep going back. And I keep going back. But I had to go get cat stuff yesterday. They didn't have cat litter at Target where they said they were going to have Castle Grayskull, so they didn't have anything there. So I'm like, fine. So I went over to Walmart and I got a whole bunch of shit for the cats, and I got a whole bunch of, so I got them litter and I got them toys because their owner is like broke his leg, so now he's in his home place. So, sigh. Do we have to what? My Castle Grayskull feels like stone and glows in the dark. I customized it myself. Oh, that's cool. I need it. Anywho. That's the fan blaming article. This one I gotta talk about too. There's Pope Bob Iger. He's not in this one. Disney, now 100% elite only. I have no idea how to start that, but who am I? I don't know. Is that good? Do I need another one? I think that's fine. Oh, Disney! We knew you charged an arm and a leg, but we didn't know we'd have to give you a kidney, too! Hopefully have a bathtub so that we can, when we have to remove it ourselves to sell it on the market to people illegally, we can actually afford to get into your park. Who am I? I'm Mecca. Hopefully, and you have a room right next to the ice machine. Yeah. Disney is I don't know who this is for, other than the most wealthiest of elite, of rich, wealthy, well-to-do people. Not me. Not me. Your average YouTuber can. Well, some of them can. Not me. We got a price tag on this Disney hotel. Remember the Galactic Star Cruiser thingy? The Galactic Star. Is it a hotel? Is it a thingy? The Galactic Star Cruiser experience. For a 2-night stay for $4,800. I can stay in a luxurious suite in Vegas where they have booze and gambling and legal weed.
Smoke weed every day.
For less than that. For a week. I can have an orgy tub and a balcony at the Cosmopolitan with a view of the fountains of the Bellagio, you know, somewhere fun. Or, you know, I could stay at freaking Star Wars Land at Disney and be told how much of an istotophobe I am for not liking Rey, little Mary Ray Sue Palpatine, remember her?
White male rage, white male.
That's the wrong clip. I don't remember what my Mary Ray Palpatine clip is. It's over here. Yeah, and I could stay here and be told how much of an istotophobe I am for not liking little Mary Ray Sue Palpatine. Remember her?
You can't stop me, I'm a Jedi from Jakku.
4,800 buys you a nice weekend in Cancun, all inclusive. A nice week in Cancun. Yeah, and they're saying this is off peak, according to Bounding Into Comics here. Oh, holy. I mean, what else? What does this come with? What does this come with? Is this like a full service, you know, is this like a full service swingers resort or something? Is this what? Or is this like a family friendly Disney thing? Star Wars fans, we're still Star Wars fans because I'm just a viewer anymore. I'm somebody who used to like Star Wars a long time ago and then it kind of sucked, you know, right around the time of the prequels.
Say something about the motherfucking prequels, bitch.
It sucked. I mean, they sucked. Did we forget they sucked? It's like we forgot the prequels sucked. Hell, Kevin Smith even knows they sucked. He had the line, hey, I want my $7 back, or $12. I don't remember. It was a lot of money back then. It's more money now. It's probably, what, $40 to go to a movie. I don't remember. It's been that long. The Galactic Cruise, Immersive Star Cruiser. Wow. Star Wars fans excited to experience Disney's upcoming Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser immersive theme park attraction / hotel for themselves may want to begin saving their credits now, as the company has announced that tickets for the 2-night experience will retail for a minimum of $48.09 US for 2 nights. It's mandatory 2 nights, right? As revealed on the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser website on August 4th. Here we go. Here's the official. Here it is. It's a thing, right? It's like a hotel on wheels. I don't know what it is. Galactic Star Cruiser, revolutionary 2-night experience with you and your group will embark on this first-of-its-kind Star Wars adventure that's your own. It's the most immersive Star Wars story ever created. Live a bedspoke experience. Live. Oh, I'm bad.
True international average of pressure.
I know, right? Live a bespoke experience. Who says live a bespoke experience and journey further into Star Wars Adventureland than you ever cared about being possible? View a sample itinerary that gives you an exciting. Oh, we gotta look. Exciting look at some of the many experiences you may have during your voyage. Is it a trip to Ryza, by any chance? Then again, most Star Wars fans might not know. That's a pleasure planet in Star Trek land. What do we got? Day 1, arrival, breakfast. This looks like jail. This looks like a transport from the shuttle to Batuu. Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. From 8:45 to 9:30, ship orientation, light refreshments. Sabacc lessons, muster, the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, story moments, unexpected story moment. For example, you might prove your mettle to join a elite smuggling ring, hide a stowaway to help the resistance. I don't want to do any of those things. Hey, maybe I could smuggle stuff in Firefly Land. That was kind of an interesting one. They all kind of talk like it was the Old West, though. But that was fun, wasn't it? I liked Firefly. Anyone else like Firefly? This ride sucks, Greg Kirby says. The Falcon ride sucks. Taste around the galaxy dinner. I've seen their menus, and they're all foo-foo snooty foods. I guess if you're spending $4,000, you're used to foo-foo snooty foods. Launch pod determined. Okay, so this is for rich people. I ain't one of those. I ain't one of those. Anyone want to help? I do accept donations in cash, and it will show up on screen whether you want it to or not.
We'd like some money.
Yes, money.
Money is cool.
Can you get an industrial refrigerator there? Right? I don't know. Probably not. What voyage dates, including alternatives, may be available limited, blah, 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 Disney Resort Hotel. Okay, so that's what's included. Overview. Oh, start planning, dining, preparing for launch. The prices only grow exponentially. Oh, we skipped a line. As revealed on their website, single cabin room for 2 guests, which will bear an initial ticket price of $1,200 US per guest per night. Or $4,809 total. So yeah, you got to do 2 nights minimum. For 2 people, 2 nights minimum. 2 can stay in 1 cabin or suite. Alright. Let's try it. 2 can stay. What's included? I want a cabin or a suite. Start planning. Sure. Would you like to stay at a Disney resort? Not really. Before or after? Not really. We just want this. We want this. Standard cabin. This looks awful. This looks like Red Dwarf. Does it come with Rimmer bitching at you in the background? Sorry. Grand cabin suite specification sleeps 8. Mini refrigerator hair. So what do they have in the smallest? Okay, the smallest. Open that. Okay. Face coverings that required have recently changed. Important facts. Yada yada. That's the coofs. I don't care. If we want to hide that, we don't care. I don't want to play the video. It takes you 27 clicks to get to your cabin. I just want to book one. How do I book one? Just see how... fine. We'll read it in the article. The price only grows exponentially from there. A ticket as 3 guests, including 2 adults, 1 child, will run attendees at $800 per guest. Or $52.99. Hashtag 52. Should that be a $sign? Do I need I need the proofreader shit soundbite. I don't remember where it is. I think it's in my Wokey Man's. Is it in my
Proofread your shit!
Yay! Well, a 4-guest ticket, 3 adults, 1 child, will be sold for $749 or $59.99 total. So the more people, actually, it's cheaper the more you book. It's cheaper per person with the more people. So it's not it reduces exponentially. It goes down actually. So again,
proofread your shit.
According to Disney, each Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser vacation will include 2-night stay, ongoing immersive yada yada, food and beverages, quick service meal at Docking Bay 7, admission to Disney Hollywood Studios for your planetary excursion to Galaxy's Edge, valet parking, exclusive Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser data band, known on your home planet as Magic Band. Never heard of them. Alongside the experience's ticket prices, Disney also released a simple itinerary of Galactic Cruisers goings-on, which shows that not only will guests be able to take part in various onboard activities, but they also encounter unknown surprises. We did talk about those. However, while the price of the attendance for Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser is already egregiously high, it should be noted that prices listed by Disney today are only specifically for most weeknights between the off-peak dates of August 20th to September 17th. Thus, not only are the prices for the experience are expected to rise on weekends, but also during Disney World's where the attraction will be located, peak visitation seasons, such as summer months, the weeks before and after Easter, during which most children are on spring break, and the weeks surrounding Christmas and New Year holidays. Are you willing to pay $4,800 for a 2-day visit to Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Land? Let us know. No, I'm not. I'll link you the video I make of this in the article. No, I'm not. Sorry, I'm picking on ya. I don't mean anything personal. Who wrote this one? Spencer. Okay. Sorry, Spencer. I couldn't do my job without you guys, so you do know that. I do appreciate you. Okay, so in the tiny one, what does it come with? Mini fridge, hairdryer, in-cabin safe, phone and a TV, and a spa bath with shower products. Okay, so it's nothing really, it's nothing fancy. It's just, I would hate that. Like, would you guys hate this? I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. But if they want to give me a freebie, I will try it out for freebies. Because, you know, I've been a Star Wars fan for too long to not get it. I don't know. What was the quote from the guy? You know the guy. Anywho. I don't know where it went. Where did my turn them on and on to pressure go? That's the one we want. I want to do it live because it's funnier live.
True international effort to pressure.
No, the guy who wanted to do the Star Wars thing for free. No, the Collider guy who thought that being a Star Wars fan for 5 years was enough to get a free night somewhere, right? I don't know. I'm going back to my live chat. Don't you guys go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye! Don't leave me! Don't leave me. Alright, we got one more, or two more. I think we have two more. So those are the two biggies today. What else happened? Anything else happened? I don't think I have anything else. I had like 17 other things that I decided not to talk about. Because I just wanted to talk about that Kevin Smith thing. And Rob's going to be live in like an hour, so. Honestly, they owe each member of the fandom a freebie to compensate for what they did to the sequel trilogy, Arturo says. You know, that wouldn't be so bad, would it? Essentially a basic weekend break with Star Wars paint job. It doesn't look that great, does it? It looks kind of meh. Xerxes 666, love you, Becca. Oh, hello. I didn't say your name right. I'm sorry. But it's a total joke. Oh god, yeah. It's a handy little soundbite when I don't have words that work.
True international effort to pressure.
Because I don't think it's that offensive, is it? I don't know. Is it that? It's kind of offensive. It's a little offensive. That's okay though. Where's my... I had like a few more. Oh, holy crap. I had like 7. Oh, there's a Doctor Who thing. And Suicide Squad. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do we care about Suicide Squad's review bombings? I don't know if we do. Who else? Oh, shit. I had like 17 things. Where did that Doctor Who article go? Here it is. This one was unexpected. This one was, I gotta do this. I gotta do this one. Is it out? I don't know. Joe Biden, my butt's been wiped. I need that one on a soundboard. Somebody send me that on Twitter. Somebody send me that raw clip of it. I know I reacted to it somewhere, but I can't remember what day it was now. I kind of figure, there's a lot of the channels out there who are going to just play it safe and never do political. There's some channels that are like, I already do anti-SJW shit anyway. I've already been doing the social commentary, so it's not like that far out of the realm anyway. I think people know where I stand as being a pro-choice, fully vaxxed, anti-mandatory mandate, anti-mask. I don't know. Right? Where does anybody stand anymore? We're all in the middle of we're in the eye of a hurricane right now. We're all in the middle of bullshit. Even with the wokeness aside, we have enough remake member berries. Exactly. Oh, here's the article. Okay. Chimballs. It's a Chimballs article. Ooh. That was a good one. Screen Rant. There you go. Finally blaming the person we've been blaming when we've been called a nist and a phobe. All these times. There, I gotta snap myself in for it. Screen Rant! Finally blaming the person we've been blaming all this time when everybody's been calling us a bunch of ists and phobes for not liking the new Lady Dr. Wham and Dr. Lady Wham and Who person. I mean, how many times can we say that we don't like the way the show is being written and ran? Hello, everyone. I'm Mecca. I am your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy. I have no idea where some of those little ranty rumblies come from, but they just flow right out of the top of my brain. So we go with them. I don't rehearse them. I don't say them or script them. They just go. It's like I'm possessed by whatever I'm possessed by, and That's who's telling you to subscribe here. That's why you're here on my channel of actual nonconformist punk rock, where we don't go with the crowd and follow the herd. We don't recite back the NPC bullshit. And one of the things that a lot of the NPCs have been saying and reciting back about the new Lady Wham and Dr. Karen Who person is the fact that, oh, you just don't like women. Which is not true. That's never been the case. Many of us were actually excited to see what they would do with a woman. Many of us were of the impression that maybe right now in the modern day of wokeifying everything in the name of diversity and nothing else, reducing everybody to a label and a stereotype might not be the best time for it. They should have done it, 20 years ago. Probably. I mean, they've already had female Time Lords, but no, now they're finally realizing that we've been saying, blame the showrunner, blame Chinballs himself. Oh yeah, now Screen Rant is doing it too. Jodie Whittaker deserves better than Chinballs Doctor Who. Why do I say Chinballs? Because I am very dyslexic, and I cannot say Chibnall without stumbling and stuttering. And you know what happens every time I stumble and stutter?
True international effort to pressure.
We get a Joe Biden moment. We get a clip. And that's a terrible thing. Jodie is a fantastic doctor, but was failed by a showrunner who seemed to have no clear idea as what he wanted to do with the show. That's part of it. That's part of it. They didn't seem to have any direction. There was a lot of wandering around aimlessly, calling to each other very slowly in the dark for hours. There was a lot of nothing going on. It was very boring and slow. And it took itself way too seriously. It was way too overly dramatic. There was no fun. And life in the show. You need some life in Doctor Who. You need a reason to want to go on the journey with the Doctor. Instead, Lady Dr. Wham and Who felt like going to the playground with your mother and your grandfather because you have to. Because you can't be left alone for whatever reason. I don't know why. And you gotta be dragged along. And you don't want to because you're just too old for that crap. You're just too old for it. And it's boring. And you'd rather be doing anything else. You'd rather be playing Pokemon or anything. Chris Chimball's tenure as the Doctor Who showrunner has been a glorious failure. They're admitting it. Oh, and Jodie Whittaker deserved much better. The time of the first female doctor was unfortunately defined by erratic plotting. See, at least they're finally admitting it. They're not just saying, oh, you're a bunch of ists and phobes. With a premiere season that lacked clear direction and a sophomore season that radically changed the nature of the show, ironically, Chimballs accomplished this by trying to tie the newer season of Doctor Who more firmly to the mythology of the classic series by undoing it. When you're undoing it, you're just telling me that all these doctors that I memorized the names and the numbers of, and all of these plot lines and stories and who went into what and where, it was all for naught. You just undid it. You just told me that all those years, oh yeah, just unlearn what you learned. No, we're done doing that. You tell us once and you figure this shit out before we all follow along. How about that? And then we'll actually jump on board whatever bandwagon you're having us hop on board. I might be talking about something completely unrelated to Doctor Who for all you know, but that might be a tinfoil moment, and that might be against YouTube's rules or something. The time of the first female doctor was unfortunately defined. We already read that. At first glance, Chris Chimballs seemed like a likely successor to follow Stephen Moffat as Doctor Who's showrunner. Like Moffat, Chimballs was a fan of the Doctor Who show and had written several episodes of the series after its revival in 2005. Indeed, Chibnall was effectively the head writer of the first two series of the Doctor Who spin-off Torchwood. He was also the creator of the hit mystery series Broadchurch, which starred both Jodie Whittaker and David Tennant. Here's the thing with Torchwood, though. It was an interesting show for me. It didn't feel like Doctor Who. It felt like another show, which maybe that's a compliment to the show, or it didn't feel exactly like even every spinoff of Doctor Who, I think, has felt different than Doctor Who. It felt more like the adult, edgy, grown-up Who, and Doctor Who is kind of like the, all right, we're in the Goosebumps age group. We're in the 12 to, whatever, the middle school, early middle school era. That's what Doctor Who feels like it should be friendly, not aimed at, but friendly enough to have that age group attracted to it, I think. And, nothing too gory, nothing too gross, nothing too adult, nothing too grown up. And when I'm coming to it and it's just boring, talky drama stuff that takes itself way too seriously, that worked maybe in Torchwood. A lot of the more grown-up themes worked there, but for Doctor Who, that's not what I'm going to Doctor Who for. And that's why the Sarah Jane Adventures, when you go and watch that, that's clearly aimed at a much younger demographic, clearly for a much younger, kiddier, that's the show for 7-year-olds. I have no problem with it, even though I'm not really a fan of the Sarah Jane Adventures. I think that's probably why it's just a little too young for me. Doctor Who, I really, you needed something more fun for my taste anyway. Unfortunately, while Chibnall may have had grand ideas for Doctor Who and experience working with Whittaker, he did not seem to have a clear sense of how to focus those ideas for the series or bring the best out in Whittaker as a performer. His first season as a showrunner lacked a central storyline. See, this is what they're going to do now. They're going to throw the old white male under the bus, which is who all the people on Twitter should have been blaming in the first place, since they have this, oh, he's just an old white dude, sort of that little disdain in their Twitter presence, That's who they should have been focusing on in the first place instead of us. I mean, it's not our fault the show sucks. You don't have to defend it just because it's got a woman in front of the camera. You don't have to defend it just because it's diverse. You can defend it or trash it for any reason, because especially if it sucks, like this modern Lady Wham and Doctor Who era. A throwback to the classic series, which told its stories across several half-hour episodes rather than single hour-long episodes. Alright, his first season lacked a central storyline. His second series had a central storyline, perhaps in response to the fan complaints, but it was heavily steeped in the lore of the classic Who series and made a number of radical changes. Yes, it did. It undid everything. Did we already read that? In the midst of all this, Jodie Whittaker rolled with the material she was given, somehow creating a character that was still recognizable as the Doctor, despite having so little chance to develop into something as revolutionary as the first female should have been. She really felt like she was doing a David Tennant impression to me, in some ways, in some places. And then she would kind of amp up the goofy faces, I'm not doing it anymore. There is some irony that in all of his success as a writer and producer, Chris Chibnall's time as Doctor Who showrunner seems to have been defined by his first public appearance as the Doctor Who aficionado in 1986 at the age of 16. Chibnall represented the Doctor Who Appreciation Society on the BBC public opinion series Open Air, criticizing the season-long Doctor Who story. Oh my god, that makes it even worse. I forgot he was criticizing that, because I don't like that one either. It goes on too long, it's too boring, and it's too hard to watch in syndication and in reruns. So why did you do it? Why did you? And it's not so much of the season-long arc. Come on, focus. Come on, focus. It's not so much the season-long arc that I had a problem with. It's just the long, boring part of it. It's the long, you can give it to me a little quicker. I got shit to do, we can go a little quick. I'm telling myself that too here. He said, Trial of a Time Lord is indicative of the declining quality of the series that has had experienced through the 80s. Well, you also didn't have Douglas Adams writing anymore by then, right? Am I correct in that? You guys remember more than me. Young Chibnall complained that the storyline, while being the first to devote an entire series to a focused tale, was highly derivative of early episodes. He singled out the final chapter of the storyline, The Ultimate Foe, in his regard, saying the episode was nothing more than quintessential The Doctor versus the Master episode, despite its revelation that the new villain, called the Valeyard was a corrupt future. Do I remember this one? Future incarnation of the Doctor. So this goes deep into the lore. See, I never said that he's not a huge fan and knows more about the lore than, especially me. There's a lot more that I forget than I remember about the early episodes, probably. I'm just going by what I expect now in the modern era. I expect it to be a little more fun. Like the fun, goosebumpsy, no more than maybe a PG-13 sort of rating. it's an adventure. You know, you want to be swept along with this sexy, dangerous older guy who's like, oh, he's got the twinkle in his eye and he's kind of interesting and kind of a bad boy in some ways. And you know it's not appropriate, but you're going to do it anyway. That is my Doctor Who. This one wasn't. And again, this goes back to my He-Man argument where every fan is going to have a different identifier. Every fan is going to have a different viewpoint. And when you have these franchises and series that go on and on and on for decades, you're going to have different experiences. And he's giving us the Doctor Who that he wanted, I suppose. But it's certainly not the Doctor Who that I wanted, and a lot of us were expecting. So when you have such a huge, clear group of the fans who are not happy by this, you can see the ratings just drop and drop and drop and drop. The numbers don't lie. You can't deny the math in these things. If this show were less preachy, if this show were less, you're just a white dude. If this show were less bitter and vile, I think you would draw more of a fan base. You know, if you had fewer of the fans that get on Twitter or the marketing accounts or the ones that call themselves bots, if you had fewer of those people being so combative with any of us who do complain for whatever reason, and I know you're not going to just control everybody to not argue, but if you had fewer of those sort of interactions, I totally forgot what I was talking about. We'd probably have a better show. Whittaker recorded the message on her own phone. The darkness of... Oh, that was their little coof thing. Okay, we're going to cut that part out. Yada yada. Basically, they're just blaming him, which is kind of hilarious. They're basically saying, hey, you should have known better. This is exactly what we've been saying with Kevin Smith. Like, hey, you should have known better. Chris Chibnall is exactly the Kevin Smith of Doctor Who, isn't he? He's the one who went and threw a temper tantrum and complained and dissected what was wrong with it. And he is the fanboy. He is, like, these people are the fanboy man babies that they're mad at all of us for being. I am Queen Woman Baby Mecca. Follow me on Twitter and everywhere. And I'm going back to my live chat. Don't you guys go anywhere. They're blaming Chibnalls. Chibnalls, I almost said it right. Holy crap. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye! Greg Kirby, I can't follow you on Twitter. I am banned. I'm sorry. They have a black woman doctor. They already did. They have sassy black lady doctor. Joe Martin was the doctor. Oh, Lord, my nose is itchy. It's crap. I got, like, 3 videos to edit, too, so. Rob is going to be going live on his thing. Rob Talks Comics with Jake. He's doing a comic thing. I don't know if I want to talk about comics, but I might want to jump in and riff it, maybe, if I feel like it. I don't know, but definitely go check out his thing if you like him here, and if you like his shows, and if you liked him on Midnight's Edge. If you liked him on Midnight's Edge, that's the only way to see him now, is on the thing with the Midnights of the Edges. So, yay. Oh, you guys are saying Halloween or Michael Myers with Justine Voorhees. Well, I hate saying this, but horror was the first woke stuff anyway. Horror was, like, always pioneering, and we always had the final girls. You always had the equality and the diversity and stuff, sort of, because usually the last survivor was the chick. It was, like, the chick of, you know, like Nancy or, what's her name? Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode. You would have, you would always have that. But with Friday the 13th, I mean, Pamela Voorhees was the first killer, the whole thing. It wasn't Jason. So, I mean, we already had horror. Like, you can't make horror woke anymore. I mean, like Robert Englund gave an interview on horror about they would probably have Freddy going more after, like, he would probably be like making trans slurs if he was killing people, or he would be going after, you know, their insecurities, their weaknesses, you know, he would probably make jokes about her arm hair or whatever. Like, ew, who draws themselves uglier? Like, for crying out loud. Horror movies, the black guy died first. But they always had a black guy. That's terrible. Don't. Don't jump in this shit. I don't wanna. It better be about realistic body types. I don't know. Oh, should we talk? Oh, I already did a video on the realistic body type one. I've covered that a couple of times. I think Karen, John the Mother. Oh, do we have any Karens? Let me see. Do I have any Karens? Do I have any TikTok people? We have some Oh, we have a screamer. You want to see a screamer? I got a screamer as the most recent one. God, follow the libs of TikTok for the most hilarious shit. Like, oh, here we go. Look at that. They're just hilarious. I don't get it.
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
That's why I need to be here.
The car's alarms are gonna start going off. They're gonna start like, what the fuck?
You need Jesus, ma'am.
This reminds me of like the old interactions when, you know, you would be like kind of a punk or metal or whatever kid walking around in like 1990. You're going to hell. Get out of this neighborhood. This is a Christian only neighborhood. And then they did. Isn't it terrible? Isn't it terrible? Hello, Alex Carby. That's my new cell phone ringtone. You want to hear it again? Follow this account.
It's the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
That's why I need to be here. You need Jesus, ma'am.
She needs something. She needs a blood clot. Oh, I didn't say that. Why do they always scream? Why do they always scream? Oh, Lord. Why do they always scream? Evil Lynn Redemption for part 2. No women can... Oh, I did a video on the Evil Lynn Masters of the Universe thing. All right. My theory on that. I should clip this. And I'll put it up tomorrow. I'll add some screenshots and stuff. Wah! Blah, just an off the cuff. Sounds like the water kettle is ready. Right? Follow that account. Follow this account. I don't know. Shit, we'll put it in. We'll put it in the video. Why not? Put it in the video. Follow the libs of TikTok.
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
That's why I need to be here.
Why do they... What?
You need Jesus, ma'am.
Why do they always scream? Why do they always scream like that? Why? She needs an exorcist. She needs that. She needs the evil reduced from her body. I don't know. I got a better one. She does need Jesus. She has all of the evil in her. She is screaming like the devil. In key even. And speaking of evil ladies, Evil Lynn from the He-Man thing. I have a quick thought about that. Go follow the libs at TikTok. That's a great account if you want all the screamers, all the Karens, all the screechers, all the evil to be sucked out of these people. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's a day. It's one of those days. It is one of those.
We'd like some money.
That's not the right soundbite.
Yeah, money.
That's not either,
Money
but that's
is
okay.
Bust them.
Yeah, give those guys the chair. The chair.
This is a fail of a live stream, but that's okay. We're talking about Evil Lynn. I have some theories. So we know that Evil Lynn in season 2 on He-Man is going to be like the focus. It's going to be a redemption thing. I have some theories though about Kevin Smith and knowing a little bit about him. I think he's just trying to write a Harley Quinn story. I think since he knows nothing about He-Man and Skeletor and all this stuff, and he's admitted to hate watching and all that stuff, that he really is just trying to do a Harley Quinn story. Isn't that... Isn't that right? I mean, because he's got this little hang up, right? He's got this hang up for trying to make strong female characters. He keeps trying to bring women who are subservient of these evil men out of the shadows, and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't even care anymore. She has no mask on. Send her to the gulag. Send her to the gulag. To the gulag with you, all of you. Are there any more of these? I love these screaming TikTok Karens. Let me find some more. Why is Rob oivaying? Why are you oivaying? I have no idea why he's oivaying. Oh, Lord. I don't know if I have any more of these. Oh, I want more screamers. I usually have... Oh, here's one.
It really loud.
Oh, Lord, here's one. Let's make fun of her. Alright, let's make fun of her. I love making fun of these people because they're hilarious.
Kitty and pup and...
Oh my god, we got more pronoun-y people. More pronoun-y people. Why are the pronoun-y people always... They always look like this every single time. They look like this. They act like this. They go yada yada blah blah blah. Nothing they say makes sense or matters. Who is this? What's your TikTok? Do we want to give them their TikTok handle there? It's a they-them-bian. It's a them-bian. They-them-bian. They're literally a they-them-bian. Oh, is that a new pronoun? Am I going to be canceled for not saying it again from the libs of TikTok? The best account on Twitter.
I made a really loud, yelly video about this, but I decided I will approach this in a more calm but stern manner.
Aww, if you're going to be calm and stern, then I can't use my new graphic.
Drop the taco.
It's time to pull over into the breakdown lane.
Could this year get any fucking worse? Hey, that actually applies to the other one. So pretend you saw that first. It's one of those videos.
A lot of the people using kitty and pup and bunny self-pronouns...
Oh, fuck off. Oh, no. I don't care anymore. Are neurodivergent minors? Are minors allowed on the internet? Are they allowed out of public? You remember when you used to just call all children her until they reached the age of, being alive past the age of 6? Back in the olden days,
Neurodivergent minors. It is a very common neurodivergent experience to feel a disconnect from being human.
Hi, I'm Mecca. I'm an alien, non-binary, neurodivergent Wokemon. Where's my Wokemon? Where's my Wokemon card? Oh no.
Wokemon. Gender fluid.
Sorry. Oh, that's so cute. They think they're smart with all these words.
And from the societal expectation of the gender you were assigned at birth.
Oh, we don't care that much about you. That's the thing. People think that we care about them way more than we actually do. Most people, here's the thing, once you get a little older, most people will realize that, that zit you were worried about in high school or on your YouTube video right there where it's is either a zit or is it it might be a mosquito bite. I have been walking late at night when it's been mosquito-y weathery. So nobody's actually looking at it or cares or nobody's going to make fun of it because we all kind of have those. So nobody actually gives a flying fig about it. And once you kind of get to the age of, worrying about your bills and what you're going to make for dinner and those sort of things and how you're going to put gas in your car, you drop a lot of the bullshit, like the makeup and the labels and all that. We went through that with the goth phases in the 90s. We went through that with whatever, every single time we have these major phases where the kids go around looking a certain way. In the 90s, there was a lot of different ones of these phases. You would have a lot of the kids like in Boulder, the white kids wearing corduroys with dreadlocks. That was a big look for a while. They all dropped that after a while too. So this is just a phase you guys are going to be going through, and it'll get better. You're gonna focus a lot less on yourself because nobody else is.
So when you have this intersection of feeling a disconnect from being human and a disconnect from the societal expectation of gender, whether you're neurodivergent or not, a lot of people have this experience who aren't neurodivergent. It's
You know what helps keep your mind off of little things that make you go crazy and spin and get in these little... Because this reminds me of being in like a depression bubble or an anxiety bubble or loop. You know, you get your brain stuck in a pattern or a loop or a cycle, especially if you're somebody who identifies as an alien or something. You get in these or robots, that too. You get in these loops where that's all you can think about. And the best way to get out of it is to keep yourself busy, is to distract yourself, is to break the cycle and do something else, right? Get out of the house. Go play Pokemon. I've been playing Pokemon Go a lot. I'm near 2 Pokestops. Why not, right? And it keeps you busy and it gives you something to keep your mind off of a lot of the crazy and the self-focus and the loop, the mental loop, the feedback loop that you guys are stuck in.
just very common with neurodivergent people. When this intersects, you get noun self pronouns and animal noun self pronouns.
Nobody cares, though, about it. Other than you, Cupcake. That's the thing that they don't remember. Nobody actually cares. And you're going to be past this soon. And now I want a cupcake.
If you are not comfortable using someone's pronouns because you assume it's kink...
Oh, no, I don't think it's kink. I think it's narcissism. I think it's very selfish. I think it's self-indulgent. I think it's self-centered. And I think it really isn't something that people who have other things to do have the time to sit around and fucking worry about, okay? Okay?
For some weird-ass reason, don't interact with them. And just shut up about it.
Oh, I have other things to do. I won't be interacting with them. I'll be editing a video, making fun of it, or I'll be, playing a video game, or going for a walk, playing a video game, or anything else, or streaming video games. I do a lot of live streams of that, or watching live streams. I do other things with my life than sit around worrying about how to label myself, who I want to bang, who I want to fuck, what I identify. Do I feel human? No. Who cares? Who cares? You feel and worry about it for a second, and you know what I don't do? I don't get triggered if somebody doesn't think I'm an alien or something. Because guess what? I look like a human fucking being with dyed hair, and I don't have the piercings or anything, but the horn ring glasses. So I know how I look and present myself to society. For the most part, I have some self-awareness, and I can take myself out of it for about a second to know that people are going to assume something about me based on how much time I put into my outward appearance and outward presentation. All right? Now, anything else, sweetheart, before I go and try and find a cupcake? Nothing else. Don't interact with them. I won't. Don't worry about it. I have other shit to do, like I said. Follow the libs following the libs of TikTok. For example, they give a lot of good video material and content. Oh, you'd be able to see it better. This way, yeah, that way. Follow them. That's a good Twitter handle. Very fun. If you want to laugh or to feel superior about your own existence in this world that we're left with. So, are people crazy? Aren't they fun? I'm having massive fun with The Sims 4, Robert Jordan says. I tried some of this. Like, I was more of a Sims 1 player. They kept dying on me in The Sims 4. I'm like, I want to max out their stats, though. I'm a grindy player when I'm a gamer. Anywho. Back to my video game chat or live chat about video games. Don't you guys go anywhere. Oh, Lord. Now I got a cough. So it's like a million degrees. We have a high weird advisory of like bad stuff in the atmosphere. Right, Kirby bets she's a Democrat. She probably is. I don't plan on interacting with these people either. Aren't they weird? Like, I don't want to interact with people who just hate me. Just for being here. Ah, screamer! Screamer! We had a screamer. We got the screamer. Alright, Rob's going live in a half an hour. Is that good morning and notice for everybody, I think? This is about video games. I don't know. Did I? I said video games like 17 times. I'll probably do a game stream later tonight. Let's see. Rob's gonna go live in about a half an hour. I don't know. He might just only be live for an hour. I'm gonna edit 3 videos and get those uploaded today and tomorrow. Probably the screamers will go up tomorrow. Those can go up anytime. And I don't know what else. Galaxy's Edge. Oh yeah, we got the stars. We got the cat photo bomb. Oh my god, look how cute this is. Okay, look how cute this little idiot is. I'm taking a picture of the one cat. And the other guy just walks right into frame. He's like, what? Is that for me? Sniff. So he's like, sniff, sniff. You know how they went over there feeding him this morning. Or was it yesterday? I think it might have been last night. No, yeah, it was last night. I love Mass Effect Legendary. I need to play that. I've been playing, well, I rage quit fucking South Park yesterday. I think we should get rid of the internet. And mental patients are not suspending immunity with the population. The most spoiled generation ever. I must go now. Thank you for another great live stream. Well, thank you for being here, everyone. I'm gonna get a few videos up. I'll probably get the He-Man one up first, because that's kind of the top news. If you want somebody riffing on I Am Not Starfire, Rob will be riffing the frick out of it over here on his channel in a half an hour. Go over and subscribe to him. He's funny, and he used to do all the good videos on Midnight's Edge before they were just live streams and bullshit. So, you know, when they were actual scripted, like, research stuff. Yeah, they've been ghosting him lately. So, you know, gee, I wonder what's up with that. We need to get him monetized. Everybody watch all of his content. Watch it 3 or 4 times. Watch it. Just leave it running in the background. It's really easy. He puts out, like, hour live streams. So, but thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm going to wrap. It's only been an hour and a half, but that's okay. I think it's a good amount of time. This is why some Targets already have the newly arrived Mewtwo toys on discount. Battle Cat was $15. Ooh, I need it. Where? Which Target? I need the $15 Battle Cat. Because I've got the, I've got this one. Here. So I got this one, but I don't have the regular. I don't have the regular one. I might have to go to Target and check. That might be what I do tonight. Might drive up to Target. So I got this one, and he's all shiny. And then I got the Land Shark, but I don't have the regular Battle Cat. And I got the Flocked Panther. So yeah, I got the Flocked Panther. I do have Patreon. I'm never on it. So that's why I don't ever promote it. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And I have channel memberships. What's Rob's channel? Here's Rob's channel. Paste. YouTube. That is his channel. I think. This should be his. We're going to actually play with him. I don't know. Who is it? Land Shark. Oh, I've got the Land Shark. You guys see that one? I got the Land Shark too. Here. We got the Land Shark. There you go. I actually had that one. I have the Triclops is sold. I have Triclops up on my wall. I hung up all my new figures, so. Candygram. It's not a Candygram, Rob. Anywho, Rob's going to go live in about half an hour. Just up to Rob. Yeah, if you liked him over on Midnight's Edge, you'll love him on his channel. He's doing a lot more of the same. So anywho, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really, really appreciate everyone being here. I am going to upload and clip, and I'm going to do the old mecha maneuver, which is clip the stuff from the live stream and edit it down. He says, at least they tolerate me. Who? Or at least still tolerate me. It's 90 degrees and 90% humidity in Florida all through August. That sucks, man. Oh, that sucks. That's awful. Battle Cats want me out. Now I gotta look. Now I gotta go to Target. Well, I was just there yesterday and they didn't have shit. They said they were gonna get Castle Grayskull in this week. I don't believe that they're gonna get it in. I think they're lying to me. And I'm gonna miss out on it because they only had 3 of them on Amazon, and I'm like, I need it. Anywho, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm starving too. I didn't eat anything yet. I gotta go grab dinner or lunch or whatever. See you guys later. Bye.